Hello everyone, and welcome back to Our Shared Lie. We've been finally introduced to our tiger friend, right? Yeah. I don't know. We're still early, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Other than I'm like, wow, I love Dungeon Grandpa. 145 looks at the axe in his paw, or rotating it. Excuse me. Rotating it like it is a carnival toy. Something cold starts to creep up my back. My tail stays still. I'm sure it would be would be the same way even if I could move it. Oh, I get it.
Get what? The fact that there are weapons of all kinds here without any supervision does not tell you anything. No. Should it? Well, yes. If we have weapons, it's because they want us to have weapons. They? What do you mean by they? Those behind this little game, of course. He, she, they, whoever. If we have weapons, it means that they expect us to use them. But against ourselves? Probably. Nothing is certain.
I feel rage hearing the tiger's words. All he does is make us worry about everything even more. But if that was the case, why wake up on the cliff then? If your hypothesis is correct, why don't we just start fighting and that's it? This damn place seems designed for that. Hey, that's a good idea. Okay, sure. Maybe it is 827. I bellow in annoyance, spreading my arms to emphasize the structure we are in right now. 933 is lost in thought. I don't even want to imagine how he's processing this. I really wish I could help you. But I can't even help myself right now.
Look, like I said before, nothing is certain.
Then shut up if you don't have anything nice to say. I can see the effect of my words on 145. He wasn't expecting such a response from me.
Is that really what you're going to say after I pointed out the obvious? Shut up.
The tiger's face is now devoid of emotion. I have no way of interpreting how he may be feeling.
Or can't you stand me telling it like it is?
Don't change the subject in your favor. If everything you have to say on the subject is nothing more than the reason to worry us even more, instead of solutions, it's best that we drop the subject. The last thing we need right now is to fall into pessimism.
Hey, calm down. I'm not taking anything for granted. We don't even know if we're supposed to be in this place to begin with. Maybe there's an event that can only happen once we're all here or something. Isn't that a bit too dramatic?
My ears perk up as I hear the lion's voice again. It seems that he has begun to understand the situation we are in. Rather, he seems to have understood that what those weapons mean for our current situation. I need to stop worrying so much about him. For my own good. He is the one who has been helping me since I woke up, not the other way around.
Well, maybe a little, but wouldn't that be the point? This place looks like an amphitheater, but it's not. These targets, boxes, and weapon structure supports, it's also convenient. I have no idea. This is going to sound crazy, but I think these supports and weapons have been brought here from somewhere else. I mean, from somewhere else in this site.
Wait, I think you're right. I noticed that there are marks in the sand around the boxes. Surely that's the explanation for that.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it too. Besides, it doesn't seem like this place was intended to house this type of material and weapons. Everything is placed in a crowded way, and there doesn't seem to be a place to store it. The shape and structure of this place is not suitable for a practice range.
Not for weapon practice, at least.
Exactly. But what if the people in charge aren't very bright at all? What if all of these technical things interest them as little as our lives, and they thought that anything was enough? I can see that. The way the stands are so close to the pitch and their composition. It doesn't make much sense if this place was planned to be used for weapon testing.
So more like an arena. Okay. I see what you're saying. To me, this place looks more like an inside of a miniature coliseum than a practice range. Now that I think about it, it reminds me of that small coliseum in Galezzo that can barely hold 1,000 people.
Have you seen a coliseum from the inside?
What? What have I done? Have I inadvertently remembered something? Another place. Galezzo? Yes. Yes, I have. I know there was something in this place that seemed familiar to me. Another memory recalled. Yes, I think so. I just remembered. Have you guys ever been inside of a coliseum?
Nope. But don't listen to me. I don't remember anything clearly right now. No. That I remember. I know what it is, but I don't know what it looks like. It's so frustrating. These memory problems. But how can you remember that? He also remembered something when we were walking. The name of a dukedom. I don't even remember what a dukedom was until he mentioned it. A dukedom.
The fur on the tiger's face turns white. His tail begins to curl nervously. Now, that's a strange reaction. He had shown no problem in pointing out that we may have to kill each other, so why does the name of a, duchy? Okay, scare him. Not a big deal. I just remembered something I thought was familiar. It's not useful at all.
Dukedom. Hey, I have a question for you two.
The tiger's face regains some of its original color. I wonder what he was thinking.
What defines what we can remember? How much do you remember from before? From before?
Well, as I understand it, we all have amnesia, and in my case, I don't even know who I was when I woke up. Now that my mind has partially processed the situation I'm in, I have remembered some things, but not personal.
I can say the same. I only remember data and studies about physics. Nothing about my personal life, friends, or family. Nothing.
I can't help but feel a little sad hearing the lion say that.
I don't remember much either. Well, that's obvious seeing that my name is like yours. I mean, PT-145 is a weird name. That's why I prefer colors. I have remembered something just now, though. Something that seems right to me. I'm inclined to think that this place could be a...
Oh god, what is this? Calyxpilasio Stadium.
Or something to do with sports. That may have been its real purpose. That would make sense. Wow, I didn't remember such a basic concept as Calyxpilasio until you mentioned it.
I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna blow my nose. Okay. Oh, there's a hint of red in there. Interesting. I love that.
Now that you now that you said it, it makes sense. Quite a lot of sense.
My tongue gets tangled trying to pronounce the word. Yo, same. Oh my god. Sorry, I need to... That was bothering me. Yeah. I know this is the first time I've heard the word, but I feel like I've heard it before. What I just thought doesn't make sense. Stupid amnesia. I think it's just I'll just refer to this place as an arena to avoid any problems. What is a whatever stadium?
It's a sport, right? At least I think it is. I don't remember the rules, though. As I recall, yes. It's a sport. And it's the most popular sport in the world, actually. I think.
Do you think? Just as you think there is a they against us?
Make fun of it all you want. Don't say I didn't warn you later. What? You have returned to bring up the subject, despite saying that it was for the best to leave it. It's your fault.
If I wasn't so weak, I'd put you in your place right now.
All that they stuff aside, what are you doing before we got here? Oh, 145.
What were you doing? Okay. True, thinking about it a bit. How come he doesn't realize we were here when we came through the tunnel? Right, what were you doing? Oh, and thanks for remembering, big guy. I've had that question for a while, too. Come to think of it, what was he trying to do by smashing that box? Clearly, okay.
I was breaking this box, of course. I wasn't reinventing the wheel. Yes, I see, but why were you breaking the box?
Or what were you trying to do? To see what was in the box?
After wandering around the place for a while, I wanted to be alone, for no particular reason. I just wanted to get away from it all for a bit. Giallo suggested to gather some wood in case we needed for a fire, so I was breaking the box. Giallo is 119, in case you were wondering, Argento.
He had it in the most condescending way I have ever heard. Thank you for your consideration. You're starting to really dislike me. Okay.
So I thought I'd get started on that. Although, the truth is, I have a suspicion that these boxes may have something inside.
Boxes they do be containers. Something like what?
Anything that's useful against the idiot who came up with the idea of kidnapping us and possibly erasing our memories.
Now they can erase minds? This is getting more surreal by the second.
And have you any luck? The boxes are ridiculously tough to break. I'll be here for a while. I'm not even sure if there's anything useful inside. I think I was just looking for an excuse to hit something and drain my anger. The situation irritates me. There's something more upsetting there's nothing more upsetting than feeling like you're not in control. I feel nauseous that this is happening. Seriously, I swear that once they show up, I'll play their stupid game until I can kill them with my own claws.
He's really convinced that there is someone behind all this, that there is someone who wanted us to... How can we be sure that they want us to get hurt?
We don't. I don't know. As far as I know, we could be part of our own group. While in another part of this place, there is a whole other group of people. Let's say 8 other people. Maybe there are women or other people or people of other species. And we are expected to kill each other because, I don't know. Do we have to decide which sex or species is the most skilled? That's the best scenario.
That is your best case scenario?
Yes. If we are a team, doing what we need to do will be easier. But if it's a survival game between us...
The tiger falls silent. Is he saying what I think he's saying? Oh, Fawzy? This goes beyond talking without thinking or creating panic among us. This. No. You're not going to. No! I scratch my claws and display my fangs, focused on my prey. The action creates tickles in my arm and stabbing pain in my face, but it doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters right now. You're... Something hairy and firm stops my body. It's 933. He pushes his paw against my chest. The lion gives me a hard squeeze that makes me look him in the eye. He has the same candid look he wore when he came out of hiding to talk to the tiger. It is clear what he wants to tell me. Trust me. I immediately regret showing my fangs. The needles piercing my skull return once more. The pain brings me back to my senses. I watch my claws, my fur, how my body is reacting. What am I doing? Was I really going to... I nodded. The embarrassment had created a lump in my throat. He lets me go with a sheepish smile. The lion has a gleam in his eyes that could pierce through steel. Without saying anything, he steps forward to face the tiger. 145 turns away, refusing to explain what he said. He doesn't even seem to have cared what happened a few seconds ago. His mind is not with us. 933 lowers his head a little and looks him straight in the eye. Oh, they swap sides. Okay.
Well, why are you so convinced that we are here to hunt each other?
He asks with that characteristic kindness in his, as he places his paw on the tiger's shoulder. 145 doesn't protest.
I already told you. I'm not sure.
The lion is not pleased with the answer. He urges him not to stop talking.
Did we do something wrong? Does our presence make you uncomfortable? What the sky are you talking about? Of course not. I like you guys. Everything was fine until... It doesn't matter now. Can you tell me? It doesn't matter. I tell you, what has been said is said.
The tiger places the axe he was carrying in front of him like a shield.
You're just like him. Are you talking about 476? No, you guys are better company than that stupid bear.
There's a bear?
Arcanine, you don't have to talk like that about one of our comrades. Comrades? Comrades? This ain't a fucking retreat, Bronzo. I know that well.
145 pushes the lion's paw away before leaping on top of the wooden box in a swift movement of both legs. Now he is the one who looks down below, so he could talk to the lion. Now he is the tallest and loudest, someone with more power than the others.
Am I the only one who realizes what deep shit we're in? Just because you guys don't want to see it doesn't mean I'm going to play along. We're screwed. There's only that's the only truth there is now. When are you going to understand? When?
One 145 claps his jaw shut and squeezes the axe handle in his paw. Any further words are decimated and replaced by the sordid sound of the wind blowing across the sand. The outburst of anger concluded. He demands his right to keep the rest of his profane statement to himself. His anger was subsided, but that uncertainty of the future is still present in the same way that the pain is still attached to me like piercing nails in my skull. The tiger's vision drifts to an imaginary fixed point. His right eye lacks focus. His face is sullen, grim. Any denomination would serve to refer to his face of few friends of his face. His face of few friends of his. Okay. A fierce and angry face to behold, but one that is also sad. Perhaps it's my imagination. Perhaps it's the guilt that my gut reaction is generating in me. But I cannot ignore what my eyes see. A weak and silent anxiety manifested through his countenance. A muffled whistle escapes from his lips, giving way to the sound of bone crushing. Wait, bones clashing. I'm doing great. I know what this word is, but my mouth, it's not working. That's why we'll Google it real quick. It's preciously, right? More preciously, the sound of preciously? Maybe. I'm not gonna Google it. The sound of his teeth collided. Is he shivering? Why is he? I'm the one who should be shivering, not him. That's so selfish, man. That's so selfish, 827. 933 tries to reason with him once more, but the tiger's trembling face expresses disgust. Just that, disgust.
But, never mind. 145, I just know that I should always be prepared for the worst. Always. I'm just being honest with you. Whether I say it or not, what I think won't change. Consider this a warning.
The way he says that. Now it is the lion's turn to keep quiet, his lips sealed at the tiger's declaration. A lot of things are going through my mind right now. The pain of my face is present again, wrapping around me and pummeling my nerves. Why did I react like that? I shouldn't have let my emotions make me do what I did. Now the pain has returned and everything has gotten worse. If I had stayed quiet, maybe... I feel like my legs wanted to give in to gravity. 933 notices this and runs over to put his body in front of me to serve as a foothold. Without hesitating, I drop my weight onto the lion's great chest.
827, are you okay?
933 gently takes me into his arms. The coppery brown strands of his mane fall across my forehead, blocking my vision.
Don't feel ashamed. You're still weak. You still need time to recover. You shouldn't make sudden movements. Hold on a bit and try to breathe slowly.
I nod as best I can with my painful state. Calm down, 827. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale.
That's it. You can do it.
Okay. Being so close to the lion comforts me. His natural aroma permeates my nose. A combination of vanilla and musk envelops my body. I'm fine. Or at least I will be. I stand up again on my own merit. Even though I'm dizzy, I feel that standing up is the best thing for me now.
I knew you could. I knew you were someone strong, mate.
If I didn't feel so much pain, I'd agree with you and smile.
I guess you owe me a smile, then.
I guess so. The tiger has his feet on the ground again.
I think it's time for you two to go and explore other areas.
My ears perk up. I didn't expect to hear his voice again.
You won't get it you won't want it to get dark without knowing the rest of the place.
Really, now you're going to act like nothing happened. I can't understand you, Arcanine. He had stated so well. Okay, started so well. That's what that stated. How did we end up like this? Is that how it will be with the rest? I'm already sick of this place. I'll play along if it gets me out of here faster. Yes, that's a good idea. The tiger has his head up, but he has no attention on any of us. Okay, he's looking at nothing.
From here, you go west or north, using the roads to see the rest.
I see. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome. What do you think, 827? Shall we go west or go north? You decide. For me, whatever you want is fine.
Oh, okay. Does this choice really matter? I mean... let's go north. North sounds good. Before I can decide which option seems more attractive, 145 interrupts my words.
The North Road will interest you more, trust me. As with the other thing, as well. The same road connects all the places, so while you are on it, there's no risk of getting lost.
That means the road to the west and the road north are the same in the long run.
Then we will take into account what you said. North will be it.
No.
What?
We'll go west. I want to go there. The lion looks at me confused, but doesn't protest.
All right. West it shall be.
933 turns to 145 with smile.
See you in a bit. That's for sure.
145 looks at me suspiciously, but doesn't say anything. I decide to be the one to step in. Goodbye. For now.
We'll be seeing each other.
And as if there was a signal, the tiger turns around, raising the axe in his paws and continues hitting one of the wooden boxes he's trying to break. The conversation is over. Once a good deal of pain in my nose dissipates, I begin to walk. 933 follows me silently, back through the tunnel. This time, we were together, all the way back to the huge entrance. The floor of the place now seems to be dirty. The floor with the room with the series of arches and hundreds of marble sculptures invokes boredom. The dust and dirt particles in the air are now suffocating. The natural light gives me hope that I will never have to return to this place. We pass through the gigantic arch-shaped opening. The doors still fully open, or a portal that return us to reality. The wild yellow metal welcomes us again. We have returned. We have returned to this colossal plain, full of gravel and grass.
Here we are again.
Yes. We are still here.
Still here.
I can feel the uncertainty emanating from his body. You have a lot of questions. Ask it. I'm not going to get mad. The least I need right now is an awkward silence. If we're going to talk about what happened, we have to do it now.
You're upset.
Do you think so?
I know it wasn't the best first impression, but I don't think it was that bad. Anyone can have misunderstood for carrying a sword for self-defense. I'm sure it's a very common mistake.
Do you really think I'm worried about that?
A little. I've thought about the reasons, and it's the one that fits me the most. A start on the wrong foot.
I don't care if I made a fool of myself in front of him. Right now, that's the least of my worries.
Then why are you so upset? And, you were so tense from the beginning, and then everything seemed to be going well until...
Until?
You provoked him.
I didn't provoke him. Didn't you see how he threatened us?
He was just being dramatic.
Dramatic? Weren't you there when he said that we'd do whatever it takes?
927, you seriously can't see it.
See what?
You're scared. You're scared and you can't see it.
Die.
And that's fine. It's normal. Anyone could be afraid in this situation, and not wanting to accept it is also normal. It is actually to want to be in control.
It's natural to want to be in control. But the thing he said...
So that's the point. You didn't want to hear all that stuff, did you?
Something resonates deep in my mind where I hear those words. I didn't want to listen to him?
He won't. He won't hurt us. He doesn't want to hurt us either.
After saying... Wait, after saying what he said, after threatening us, how can you be so sure he won't?
Because I saw it in his face when he said it. He's scared too. I won't say I know him like the pads on my paws, but I've been with him longer than you, even if it was just a few hours. And I'm sure he didn't mean anything. He didn't mean anything he said. Not only that, he's terrified. He's probably worse off than us, though he'd never admit it.
How can your emotional intelligence... Wait. How come your emotional intelligence is so high? 933. Everything that is happening is too much for anyone. But I want to know that I want you to know that I'm sorry for acting like a child.
Don't apologize to me. We're all upset, so it could have been worse. Trust me, you just have to give it some time.
You know my answer. I trust you.
Thank you. It means a lot that you do. If it makes you feel any better, I'll never leave you alone with him until you say otherwise. Does that help?
A little. Although it will be awkward when we meet again.
Anything I can do to make you feel better.
Can we start walking? I don't want to be here I don't want to be here doing nothing.
Of course, it will be a pleasure. You must still have some reserve energy, having slept more than us. Come on, no racing this time.
I would really appreciate it.
So, West Road you said?
Yeah, let's go in that direction. I wanted to contradict 145, but I'm genuinely intrigued by what we might find.
The best to start with.
If you want to see this as a normal mountain hiking exploration, then yes, the best to start with.
I don't see why we can't explore, but and have fun at the same time.
I would like to agree with you, but
okay, quiet exploration then.
Cool, I appreciate it a lot. Really, thanks for everything. He just answers with a smile. It might be silly, but that smile is all I need to get my courage back. And so, just as we began this journey, we put our feet back on the yellowish grass, and later on the cobblestone road. We move our feet until we reach the intersection of two roads that we passed earlier. This time, we follow the road to the west, the opposite direction from the arena. And we walk into the unknown. Okay. Alright. Neato. Oh, click, yes, do, thing, Greenu. And that would be all for now. Thank you so much for playing the first build ever of Our Shared Lie. It means a lot to us to have made it this far. It still feels unreal that we created our own visual novel. This has so far been a full Latin American project, only made by 3 people. I am so sorry I cannot pronounce these words. I am but a sad American. Venezuelans and 1 Argentinian. Okay. That said, we plan to release a Spanish version later, but we want to focus as much as we can on developing before translating it into any language. We don't know exactly when the next build will come out, but we are working on it right now. That there are a lot of things to be perfected. It is very likely that there will be changes in sprites and backgrounds. We really appreciate. Okay, we hope you liked it. I did. Any form of support would be greatly appreciated. Follow us on Twitter and the itch.io page for more development news. Until the next update. Oh, okay, that was cute. That was real cute. This was enjoyable. But I guess I will see you guys when the next build comes out.